All right, sometimes when you click on the Think Central website, it'll say that you have to enable Adobe Flash Player. So you click on the puzzle piece here. Sometimes there's like an icon that's red here. It just depends on what kind of Chromebook you have. So I'm going to click on the icon. Then I have to allow Adobe. Sometimes it opens up the management screen where you have to click on the manager, the allow, or turn it from gray to blue. Um, yeah, so that might happen to you. So we're going to do skill 9, multiply fractions. So feel free to shout out the answers. I'm just going to go over the first part, learn the math.
Example. Multiply 1/4 by 2/3. One way to multiply the fractions is to make a model to find the product. Step 1. Fold a piece of paper vertically into 3 equal parts. Color 2 columns to represent 2/3 of the whole.
So notice how they're doing 2/3 first because you want to take a fourth of 2/3. So because you're taking a fourth of 2/3, you have to start with 2/3 in order to take a fourth of it. So notice how they're making 2/3 first.
Step 2. Fold the paper horizontally into fourths so that each of the thirds is divided into 4 equal parts.
So notice how they did the 2/3 vertically and now they're doing the fourths horizontally. So there's two different directions for each fraction. So how many are they going to color in? Anybody? Huh?
1/4.
One. Thank you.
Step 3. Use another color to shade one of the fourths rows to represent 1/4.
Click the model to shade 1/4.
The green overlap shading shows the product. Since 2 of the 12 parts are shaded both colors, 1/4 of 2/3 equals 2/12. 2/12 in simplest form is 1/6.
So the way that denominator changed, I was struggling with who was it? Brielle on Friday about that. The one whole is always going to be the entire block. So notice how many pieces the one whole, the denominator is broken up into. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is now 12. So out of the 12 pieces, 2 of them have both the blue and the yellow, or in this case, is green. So 2 of them are green out of how many? 12. So 2 out of 12 is your answer. If you simplify it, is 1/6.
What relationship is there between the numerators of the factors and the product? Click the button for an answer.
Where is the relationship or the connection between the numerators of the factors and the product? Well, the numerators multiply together. You multiply the numerator and then you multiply the denominators.
Factor numerator multiplied by factor numerator is equal to product numerator. So 1 multiplied by 2 equals 2.
To me, multiplying fractions are the easiest one to do. Is numerator times the numerator, denominator times the denominator.
Another way to multiply the fractions is to compute the product of 1/4 and 2/3.
I can't hear you.
Step 1.
Okay.
First, multiply the numerators. Then multiply the denominators.
Find the product. Click the arrow to select your answer.
All right, class. 1 times 2 is? 4 times 3 is? 2/12.
That's right. The correct answer is 2/12.
Step 2. Write the product in simplest form. Divide both the numerator and denominator by the greatest common factor.
Type your answer.
All right, 2 divided by 2 is 1. 12 divided by 2? Anybody? Yeah. 6. So the simplified answer is 1/6.
That's right. The correct answer is 1/6.
So 2/12 divided by 2/2 or 1 equals 1/6. So the product of 1/4 and 2/3 is 1/6. Some problems can be solved with mental math. For example, 2/3 times 1/5. Think. 2 times 1 equals 2. And 3 times 5 equals 15. So 2/3 times 1/5 equals 2/15. Math idea. To multiply a fraction by a fraction, multiply the numerators, and then multiply the denominators. Write the product in simplest form.
Find the product in its simplest form.
All right, so what I would
Click your
like
answer.
you guys to do is to do the math, independent practice, and the quiz. So that's what I would like you to do now. If you already finished that from last Friday, then you may continue your study plan.